love that God has for us versus the emotional aspect of love. Where does that start? Where does it end? Where do we as Christians make choices that are intellectual? Was the sacrifice of Jesus an intellectual or an emotional choice? Both, again. Because he knew what he was doing from the age of 12 when he went into the temple, and he knew what his mission was. But his love for mankind was such that he did not want us to perish. Okay? Now, this is the concept of agape love. Okay? As we get closer to getting more and more in this quarterly about this concept of love, there's also the other word I read about earlier, justice. There are consequences for when we fail, when we falter, when we've made decisions from free choice intellectually or emotionally to go against God. That is what's called justice, and that is a part of why I asked that question earlier about, where's my question again here? Does he love freely, or is it that he can love who he wants, justice and mercy? You know what I was talking about. Yeah. Yes.
While you gather your thoughts there,
Thank you.
You know what stand out so much in the lesson to me this week is Moses had gone up and left the people down there, and God had given him the 10 Commandments.
Right.
On it there was, thou shalt have no other gods before me. And it was, thou shalt not make unto me any graven image. And by the time he reached down, that's exactly what he came and found the people doing. But God's love was so great, he could have, I just wrote those things, and these people are doing the exact thing that he could have just given on them, whether it be wipe them out or cause them to suffer or whatever. But he forgave them, and he continued to do so. So when I had said something about endless, yes, he gives all the chances until when we decide that we don't want any more chance from him. And then we make that decision. But it's almost like he never gave up on us.
Right.
And that stands out to me.
And to further mention that, on Monday we talked about unrequited love. My wife tried to correct me, saying it's unrequited love. Well, I've always heard it said unrequited love, but maybe I'm mispronouncing it. The fact is that is the love that is not returned or rewarded. And God is willing, this is again what agape love is to experience unrequited love. He is willing. How many times have you, if you think about it, loved someone? It could be a child, it could have been a close friend, a relative, whatever, and they've let you down. They've not returned the kind of love that you've shown them. I've had it happen to church members where I've done things that I go, wow, that's a kick in the butt, is a great reward for helping them out, that kind of thing. And it's unrequited love is part of God's love for us. He is willing to take that risk in loving us. So thank you for sharing that with us. So last of all, he was crucified for us, and there's a passage in John about Christ has sheep that's not of the flock. So when Israel they had turned down Christ, he laid down his life for all of us. It wasn't just for Israel, for the whole world. And we can study about that in Thursday's lesson. So with that said, any other comments or questions? Yes, Gabriel.
Just wanted to read from Ezekiel 33, verse 11, which says, "Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way, turn ye from your evil ways. For why would ye die, O house of Israel?" And that is, the extension of God's love is not just for his people, but it's also for those who are wicked as well. And God is, in a way, it's God calling to us to return to him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a love that I don't personally understand. I don't think none of us understand because we don't have that same love that God has towards us.
Right.
And that's just an amazing thought to think. Even the extension goes to those even God doesn't expect them to, no. He doesn't get that love in return, but he still loves them so much that he doesn't want them to die. For why would they die?
Mm-hmm.
So,
If I could leave the class with one thought, one word of advice before we have our last comment, let me just say this, that if you have the opportunity to be kind to someone else, don't think twice about it, or you will have a regret. If you have an opportunity to assist someone and you know it's kind of your